Hello, on this blessed sacred day. For most of the world, there is a sacred holiday for them, as well as I say the energy comes on us. And what a beautiful day that the moon happens to be in Sagittarius, Jupiter being the ruling planet. And as you may or may not know, I am my chart ruler is Mercury, so I'm going to surround myself with greens. Oh, there's Lola. Lola the mystic cat wants to be involved too. And getting back to Mercury. Mercury is my chart ruler, and it turns out we are in the planetary hour of Mercury. So I did in fact, did not actually, not did in fact, but did not in fact, stick to my plan to go ahead and make a commitment to pulling a reading, pulling a card each day for the new moons or the moon cycle that would appear. And so I did miss Scorpio. My apologies, Scorpio. And I know that as a water sign and as a fellow water sign in my Pisces moon, that you'll find it in your heart somehow, some way to forgive me as an upper, as the upper calling of your particular sign. So I will go back now to the messages. I did ask my guides and actually I will do that now because I did that for another reason before, but now I am going to ask my guides and for Lola to please give me the grace and the space to allow a message to come through. And in fact, I did have a card fall out earlier today, and so I wanted to share that with you. There's something about grounding that we need to do. I, in fact, need to go back out and walk, and so that's going to be my form of honoring the grounding. And what is your form of grounding is going to be up to you. So, given that this is the Easter holiday weekend, I will be, asking you to consider that. Consider the Christ consciousness. I am not afraid to say that I am not a Christian. However, I, do believe in honor the symbolism and the absolute messages of Christ's words as it pertains to the love for humanity that they gave their only begotten Son. To that type of sacrifice is something that we are not fully understanding in many ways until we are put in those circumstances. So what does that mean for us? Well, at this point, in addition to that message, in general message for the sacred holiday, I would also say, think about what in your world is Sagittarian like in terms of your beliefs, in terms of foreign places, big ideas and convictions that you have, as well as understanding that, the moon in Sagittarius is asking us to be mutable in many ways. Mutable being allowing ourselves to adapt, right? Adapt to the circumstances. So, what does the spirit, higher realms, ancestors, and our spirit guides tell us? Oh, look at that. Oh, how beautiful. And I hope you can see that through Lola's head. It is amazing. It is, as you may or may not see, it is the dragonfly. It is emergence. It is about how we are integrated with the divine, with what is inside, outside. Look at these beautiful tulip, these lily flowers. They're as the dragonfly do have a mystic quality about them. There is this creation piece to it. And I see, you know, how we're coming out of water as we come out of the placenta, which is water. You know, how do we allow ourselves to recreate that sacred space of birth, right? And now that we are in the springtime, we are in the time of birth, we are in the time of you know, planting the seeds, yes, putting things in the ground, but in addition, we are taking things out. You know, we're taking old roots out. We're taking old semblances of what was living before. So as we have to have that beautiful balance. We have to have the beautiful balance of what was planted once in the ground and no longer is living, but is used as food for what must go into the ground in order to then emerge and come out. So there is something in you, in us, that wants to emerge. How are we peeling away layers? How are we making, you know, taking out the you know, the foliage from the past? How are we purging certain things in our life in order to allow it to emerge in all its glory? That is the message for the day, and blessings to you. Blessings, and I will be back at the moon in Capricorn. Hasta pronto.